Yeah, I definitely have a favorite bad movie.
Wait, I don't know. You have to ask me the question before you.
Absolutely, I have a lot of them.
My mom goes to college.
Love that movie.
I love bad movies.
Tokyo Drift. It was a good movie to me, but everyone else thought it was terrible. It's a Fast and the Furious movie. I like cheesy action movies.
I love natural disaster movies, but like a guilty pleasure would be Speed and Speed 2. I can watch them all the time. Keanu Reeves is just hanging underneath the bus and she drops on top of him and they swivel off and you're like, oh, it's so dumb, but it's like, oh yeah, they made it. That would probably be.
And I think the music, like the score, like kicks
oh,
up.
it
Yeah,
does. It's like this big crescendo and it's like, oh, okay. I just love it. I don't know. I think it's so funny.
Oh, it's got to be Lake Placid. I love that movie. It's so corny, it's so ridiculous, but I love it. I love Betty White. I just love her. I guess it's Betty White sitting there, seeing the little crocs come up to the dock, and she's feeding them again. Well, yes, she does explain that her husband disappeared because he didn't feed the croc properly or got too close or something, and that was just an occurrence, and that was it, and she moved right along. He either did something wrong or slipped or something and ended up being
fed to the crocs.
But not on purpose, and she just carried on.
So the crocs really they got a bad rep.
They did get a bad rep. Absolutely.
So it's called Triple X. It stars Vin Diesel, and it came out like in 2002, and it's back when like the X Games were just kind of come out on ESPN, and it's like, oh yeah, action sports are a thing. You know what we need is an action sports spy, like a secret agent who's also like an action sports star. It's awful. I love that. I just love it so much. So like 2002, sort of emo, sort of extreme sports dude. It's
I mean, I think that I have good taste in movies, actually. I like a lot of good movies also, but I like a lot of bad movies. So I came up with Ice Castles, for sure. It's fantastic. I also love that movie with Natalie Portman where she has the baby in the Walmart. Urban Cowboy, Saturday Night Fever, Flashdance, Footloose. Basically any of the movies where someone is like redeemed through the power of dance. I love those.
I know it's really goofy, but I really love Napoleon Dynamite. I think it was just something I watched a lot when I was in school, and even though it's really goofy, like, I don't know, my friends and I always had fun quoting it. We would always just tell each other, like, whenever somebody would use a your mom joke or say something, we would always just respond with, your mom goes to college, a lot. And I think one of my favorite parts was when they're trying to sell the Tupperware and then he tries to run over it with the car to show that it's not going to break, and of course it just shatters and they take off.
Can you do a Napoleon Dynamite impression?
He always looks so depressed, doesn't he? Just like, gosh.
It's your impression. That's so weak.
It's very weak.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for watching. What would you have said? Comment down below with your answer and let's keep the conversation going. See you next time.